Hey campers, this is Patrick with Uncle Bill's Camping, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Coleman Extreme 5-Day Cooler. Now this specific model right here is a 70 quart cooler, and we're going to get into some of the features of it here in a minute. But I'm going to say this is a kind of a middle of the road cooler. It's not very expensive, but it does have a lot of features to it. If you're just getting started with camping and you're looking for a good low budget cooler, or you need something to take to the ball field for your team, to a tailgate party, or to a picnic, this might be the cooler for you. So stick around, we're going to get right into it and go over some of the details and features. Alright guys, so one of the first things you're going to notice when you look at the lid is it has this scale on here. This scale is obviously for fishermen to be able to measure their catch, make sure that they're staying within their state regulations on catch size. The next thing you're going to notice is that this lid is really thick. It's made to support up to 300 pounds. So, you know, if you're a husky guy like me, you can stand on this, you can sit on it. You're not going to, you're not going to dent it. It's not going to cave in. It's not going to collapse, so, that is definitely a plus right there. I also like the placement of the cup holders on it. You can put this in between a couple of chairs, have a place to put a radio and a place to keep your beverages. The cup holders are nice and deep, so, stuff's not going to get knocked out of it. And they really put a lot of thought into the way this lid was made, and I think that's one of the things that impresses me so much about this cooler. Okay, this isn't necessarily a feature, but I am very glad to see it, and that is the Made in the USA label. Now, I don't know if Coleman does this with all of their coolers or just this particular model, but nonetheless, I'm very glad to see it, and I'll definitely support a company that's going to bring manufacturing jobs back to the United States. Now, moving on to the next thing, these handles right here. It's very solid handles, has a nice rubber coating around it, makes it easier to carry whether it's one person or two person. Every little bit of comfort counts when you're carrying a heavy cooler, so I'm very glad to see this on it. Now, spinning this thing around, you see the drain plug here. Now, the drain plug, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, almost every cooler has them, but what I do like is that the inside of the cooler is actually slanted downward toward the drain plug. So as long as this is sitting on a flat surface, the only thing you have to do is open it up and it's actually going to drain out on its own. You're not going to have to tip it up. The other thing is it uses the exact same drain plug that's used on almost every single Coleman cooler. So you can go to the store, buy a replacement plug if you need to, and it's going to fit. Okay, so when you open this cooler up, one of the first things you're going to notice is how much space is inside of it. And it's very even space, which means it has almost the exact same width at the bottom as it does at the top, which makes it very easy to stack and organize things inside the cooler. It's also going to hold about 97 cans inside of it with 2 bags of ice. So it's going to be able to carry quite a bit of beverages in it if that's what you're using it for exclusively. You can also put 2-liter bottles in here, standing straight up. You're not going to have any problems whatsoever. This is also an extreme cooler. So you're supposed to be able, as long as everything's pre-chilled and it's under 90 degrees, to keep ice, keep everything cold for up to 5 days. Alright guys, so with all that being said, this cooler runs between $40 and $60. I picked this up at Academy Sports for $40 on sale. I'll leave a link in the description down below for that. I'm also going to leave a link in the description for Amazon. They have some different color options there, and it varies from place to place where you buy it, what kind of color options you're going to have. And from Uncle Bill's Camping, this is Patrick. Thank you for taking the time to look at my videos, and I'll see you guys the next time around. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please feel free to hit that subscribe or like button down below. You can also find me on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, UncleBillsCamping.com, here on YouTube, and vid.me. And from Uncle Bill's Camping, this is Patrick saying thank you for looking at my video.